Going to get started and let you guys know who we are. We are Friends of Camellia City, here to let you guys know all the things that we became aware of, and we need your help to bring that awareness to the entire community and connect us all. So one of the groups that I became aware of in Leadership North Shore, a program that this project birthed from, is the Interact Club. Guys, I'd like to ask y'all, do you know about Leadership North Shore? Any of you guys? Okay, so cool. So it's been going on, it's a program that's been going on since 1991. I didn't know about it until this year, okay? And Rotary, I'm also a member of this Rotary group, and Rotary sponsored me to be part of this program. Said you should be part of Leadership North Shore, and that's when I found out what leadership is all about. Sharpening skills and seeing what type of need is in the community, and then the group that is sharpening their skills, the leaders that are sharpening their skills, they become a group, and they make a project to fill that need that they find in the community. So we've got two different groups that stem out of Leadership North Shore, and we are one of them. And our project has become Friends of Camellia City. And that was an organic way that it came about for that to be our project. Because when we got started, we saw so many people that are passionate and filling needs. And we said, instead of creating something new, let's strengthen what's already happening. So how do we do that? Next slide, please. We become a connected community. We get the children that are in Interact that already have a service heart to continue, and we foster that through adulthood. And then we also give us that are mature in our walk and our journey of getting plugged into the community a resource, centralized resource to be able to know what all is going on in the community so that we can get connected. So the three things that we're going to connect is people that are in need, to people that are filling those needs, and then people that want to help to fill those needs and volunteer. So our centralized website is going to be called STP Connect, and it's going to highlight and bring all of our community together to know about these different programs that are already happening. We saw a lot of disconnect there. So let's start with those that are in need, that need to be helped. So how do we get engaged with the people that need help? Because any of us can need help in this room at any moment. Look at how we started the year with a terrorist attack, right? And then it snowed in Louisiana. A lot of us don't know what to do in the snow, right? So who do we call? Because a lot of time it's not the what we know, it's the who we know. And that's what we want to get connected. When we are in distress, who do we call? I know that I know 911, but before I started Leadership North Shore, I didn't know about ViaLink, however you want to say it, tomato. How many of you guys know about ViaLink? Yeah, Slim. And they've been going for decades, y'all. They're suicide prevention. They're 211. They help their teen crisis hotline. You can actually call 211 right now, and you'd have a personalized case manager that would talk to you. You'd be able to tell them what your need is, and then they'd be able to connect you with all the resources that we have in the community that can fill that need. How cool is that? So when you're like, oh wow, life is crumbling around me, if we're talking about, like I just said, terrorist type of thing, right? Like, oh, think about the terrorist attack, the mother that her son got shot, and all of a sudden she's a mother of a handicapped child, and she doesn't have a handicapped car, and she's got to get the kid home, right? Who do we call? Not 911, but you can call 211, and they will get your son home. So these type of things of who do we know, not what do we know. If we can remember 211, or we can help somebody to get there, that's something that STP Connect wants to do. And we need the whole community to bring the awareness, because ViaLink's been around for decades and we don't know about it. So not only do we have needs that are on the physiological spectrum or safety spectrum, but we also have needs for growth. And that's where a lot of us get plugged into the community, and with Leadership North Shore to sharpen our leadership skills, with businesses looking to scale up. the community has many resources there as well. And we want to connect our community to the people that are helping in that area. So one of the organizations that came and presented to us at Rotary was St. Tammany Corporation, which I didn't know about St. Tammany Corporation. They are incredible, y'all. They are helping to grow and to fill needs in the community in so many areas. And one of our fellow Rotarians, Donna Bach, was sitting there listening to St. Tammany Corporation. She's been through leadership. She knows about them, but she forgot about them. And when they were presenting that awareness, which is what we need all your help with, is bringing the awareness that we have people passionate that are filling resources. And then Donna hears, right, that they help scale, and she says, oh my gosh, I can use their resources. I can't believe I forgot about them, right? So that's the kind of thing that we're going to be doing on our website. J.C. Penney, I really like that quote. Growth is never by mere chance. It is the result of forces working together. So whether we're at the top or the bottom, we can come together and get connected. Next slide, please. So next, those that want to help. So just like all of us in the room, with the times that we want to help to fill the roster of the event that's coming up on March 29th. Well, we want to be, STP Connect wants to be that resource that meets with Rotary, that meets with kids, that meets with the programs to where they think about us to say, hey, I've got an event, I'm going to put it on your calendar because we need volunteers so that those people with that service heart can see what's out there and see where they can fill in. So that's another way that we want to provide a stronger community to be able to connect people that want to help with ways to help. There's so many types of opportunities out there, guys. We didn't realize there's 14 food banks in our area. To where if you're hungry, there's not just one place to go, there's 14. There's a robust amount of passionate people out there doing great things. And what was eye-opening is when councilmen came to our presentation to the press and brought out the fact that 1% of the population contributes an hour of their time, more than an hour of their time a year. That's not a lot at all. Only 1% contributes more than an hour of their time. So we want to change that. If we bring the awareness of things that are going on, then people have the ability to get connected and for that to grow. So I'm going to introduce you guys to my partner Jill in Leadership North Shore and Friends of Camellia City project. She is the president of Friends of Camellia City. I am the chair of outreach, and after we get STP Connect up and going, we're still going to be a friend of our community, and we still are going to be dedicated to finding other ways that we can help strengthen the community. So Jill, take it away.
Thank you, Mia.
I just have a question for everybody. What does a connected community look like to you? Just think about that for a second, because I've asked this question. I've actually had answers coming back to me, and everywhere I go it looks different to other people. So I just wanted to...
Okay,
so
wonderful.
thank you. Benefits of a connected community, social cohesion. This allows us to get a sense of belonging, to make sure that we know what's available in our community and what our community has to offer. Increased accessibility, the ability to get to it again. ViaLink 211. When you go to vialink.com, all you have to do, if you need rent assistance, you click on rent assistance, and it gives you a list of all of the services that are available. So the availability, the accessibility to the services that are available will help our entire community. Enhanced collaboration, allowing service projects to join with programs together so that they can reach more people and help more people. It's going to be working together better. Creative innovations, minds coming together, new ideas. Every year you do a 3rd annual, 4th annual. When you have minds come together, more ideas come out and you're able to reach more people. And then the impact that can happen in our community is amazing. So just so you know, we want to help you guys. Rotary Club is a group that is out there helping. Through the leadership process, we've learned of a lot, but what we wanna try to make sure happens right here in Slidell and the surrounding areas is that we can continue to be resilient. And then what that means is increasing the exposure of local resources, promoting the website, and a calendar of events to make sure that there's one place to go. I know for me and my family will be trying to figure out something to do on the weekend, and I always go to events on Facebook, and I always go to things happening in Slidell, and I look that up. So a place for our community to be able to go to see all of these events that are happening that are helping the community is going to be fascinating. Through the use of social media, we do have a Facebook page. As you can see, we have it. This is the first time we're putting it out to the public. We have created it. You see, we have our 5 followers and our 5 likes. That's our board. But it is the first time we're putting it out to the community. I think it's very important that we get Rotary's buy-in, so that you guys can like our page, share our page, send us your events when you're having them, and let us help you promote those events and get it out to the community. We also have our calendar of events. Again,
Looks like you lost the internet.
yeah, I'm getting it back. I don't know why. I was on the internet. It's reconnected.
She is. It reads off. Yeah.
All right, when it comes back, when I
8
see it
children.
back up there, I'll do it.
8 children, yes.
But we also will have a newsletter and email reminders. So when you go in and add an event, once it gets added to the calendar, an email will go into all of our people on our mailing list, reminding them of, showing them that event. The newsletter will go out. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be monthly or quarterly. Right now I'm thinking monthly. We're gonna do just a list of calendar events that goes out in an email. And then how did we get to where we are? So I didn't know anything about leadership until I went searching around, and actually the new clerk of court, Jessica Brewster, told me to do it. So I signed up, and it's been amazing. I have been in St. Tammany Parish for over 20 years. However, I've been in Slidell for 5. So I wasn't sure, I didn't know of all of these programs and things that we can do. And through leadership, I'm like, wow. Every time we went, it was a wow moment. And when I realized even people that were from here, they were doing the same thing I was doing. They were like, wow, we didn't even know that this was available. So that opened our eyes to the resources that are available. And we thought, if we didn't know, how many in our community don't know? And if we're going to do a service to our community, maybe one of the best things we could do is make sure they know. And that's what we've been working hard to do. And I have my internet back. So this is actually the website. It is a work in progress. Each month we would like to highlight a program or a nonprofit that is working in the community. Our newsletter will spotlight that community highlight as well. Via link, again, it has a link to them. You go there. It's a great site. Please look at it. STP Conect is just going to explain how we got here, what we have. Community of events, as you can see, Rotary. I did go to your website. I did add an event, and just so you know what it would look like on ours, on our site, it will just be This Is Y'all Keep Slidell Beautiful. That's coming up on April 12th. And it just tells people how to sign up, where to go, what you will be doing. It even tells them if they can't volunteer, just drop off their recyclables like you asked. And then this will also be shared on Facebook, on our Facebook page. I added it without permission, so I wanted to get permission before I shared it. And it's really easy to actually put in your event. If you just go down, click here to add an event, a simple form will pull up and you'll just be able to type it all in, hit submit at the bottom. Once we get it, we'll vet it, we'll make sure it's what we want. We want to make sure that our events are for the whole community. We're not going to put events for one person or any of that, but if as a community or a whole part of the community, we're going to add to that. So if it's something dealing with kids with disabilities, we will put that. But if it's one child, again, we're not going to list those on our website. This is going to be community events. Okay, so, please go and like our Facebook page. It is STP Space Connect, and it'll come right up. And just like our page, and again, it's not a whole lot of traffic on it right now. It will take the Rotary Club and these other organizations, to go in and like it and share it, and then we'll get more and more out there. So why you? I'm glad you asked. Imagine this, that we have a community that strives, meeting every citizen's needs most efficiently. That we look at the passions of our community and find opportunities for them to volunteer their time in those passions. And that we identify our resources and make sure that we're adequately giving those resources out so that we can serve our community as a whole. The call to action right now, again, ensure we have your updated information so that we can contact you if we have questions. Timely share your events to friends of Camellia City so that we can make sure the community knows about it. Like us on Facebook, and donations to help us support our site and continue to keep that site up to date. Together we can make sure that our community is connected. And this is just what I envision. I took a slide and I said, let me put my vision of what I see, and we discussed it, and we as a group, and we kind of just, so together we came up as what our goals are, and it was to watch our community blossom together as we fill every need of every citizen. Watch our young people grow up with a heart of service while they watch us as adults serve our community. Watch our resources being used in a way they're most needed, so we can make sure that we know what we have and we know the people that need them, and allow Camellia City residents to live in confidence so that we can all be up on that Maslow hierarchy and have our physiological safety needs met. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, sir.
I went on the website. It must be a work in progress, because what's up there now is send us a note. So that's all I saw. So
Well, the actual, the website that we're working on right now, that's a space keeper. The website that we're working on right now, it will be out live today.
okay.
Yeah, our website designer is working on that now, so
I sent a
it
note.
will be
Just so we can test
stpconnect.org.
it. Okay.
Yep.
So I just searched STP Space Connect on Facebook. I got nothing. It says I didn't see it. I did it and I didn't get anything. The other question is, are you gonna have any corporate sponsorships? Are you going to raise money through allowing private companies to be mentioned in some way, shape, or form? Companies that service something perhaps that is actually beneficial to the community. I'm not talking about there's certain I know there's certain entities actually are for profit but and altruistic.
We will. Right now, Friends of Camellia City we felt as a board that we needed a product. Our product is STP Connect. Once we get that fully up and running, we will be taking donations, and those donations will include a spot on the website, a newsletter, and different things. We'll have a banner, sort of like this, and our higher donation programs will go on our thing. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I was kind of backing up in my mind to one of your slides where I'm interested in putting, say, a Rotary event out there. I fill out the simple form. Of course, we didn't have time to go over the entire form, but do I have a space for an attachment? Like if I have a flyer for my event, I can upload that flyer. And as he's saying, how do I brand that Rotary, that this, you know?
Well, even what I did when I added the event, what we did when we added the event, let me go back, I'm sorry.
And while she's doing that, speaking with the website designer, for our calendar of event, this has all organically come about, okay? So it's a living website, and anything that's gonna make it better, then we're gonna have a suggestion box to make it better.
Okay.
So our thought is that we're gonna have a legend to where someone that's looking to volunteer can see easily color-wise if it has to do with seniors, children, pets. So depending on, we wanna keep it simple. Cause simple means effective. If we've got so many different options, then we'd end up not doing it, right? So that's our thought behind all of it, is how do we keep it simple and user-friendly? And we're building that out of how that event calendar can be searched. Yeah, hope that was helpful.
So, I just wanna finish with your question. I used the graphic that was on Rotary's website. I didn't realize it didn't have a Rotary emblem on it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying
So-
to connect that, because I know that's a Rotary thing where,
Right.
of course, Keep Slidell Beautiful is a separate entity from Rotary, but if that's something we're getting behind, we go
What I would do is
tag
move,
that, I guess,
what I would do is
brand it.
move this art down to about the event and then
Okay.
put your logo here where this blue box is now. So, yeah, you can move it around.
Gotcha.
I didn't even realize, I don't even know if the last one
But we
has-
don't design that page, we just submit the attachments to you and we fill out the form and then you take it and you put it up.
Yeah.
And you have that control on your website, how it's gonna look. Okay.
And I think this is a Rotary emblem for
Yes.
Backpack Blessing, so I just took it from your website, so if something's wrong, there'll be a way, if you want it to look different, there'll be a way for us to make sure that that happens, so those were the two things on your website for Rotary that we were actually.
Yeah, that's not all. We support
I'm
that.
sorry, go ahead.
It's just a quick question. Are y'all a 501c3? Are y'all a nonprofit organization? And what's the future plan? So I'm assuming the board is consistent and based on your bylaws until
Yes.
turnover. Like, how is the website going to be sustained? This is more of a leadership question than Rotary Club. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Question. So just to piggyback on his comment on sponsorships and the donations, is that your plans for sustainability of this website?
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay, yes, so the Friends of Camellia City, this website will be powered by the Friends of Camellia City. The buy-in from the community seems great with this, it's a great idea, it's a great project. So we have all as a board committed to 3 years. Again, even some of the people that's on our leadership team, is just advisory, but they have also agreed to stay on 3 years as advisory. And we do have a few people from the community that's reaching out saying, hey, I wanna be on this board. That's our plan, is to make sure that we have a board that kinda hits all the corners of Slidell and the surrounding areas.
And one more question, will y'all tie into any of the local government activities like council meetings, parish-wide meetings? Will it link to your website, or can your website be linked to theirs, where if somebody goes to St. Tammany Parish Government's website, it can link as a resource?
That's the vision.
For, okay.
Yeah, to where we're all
Alright.
connected. So just like for Rotary working with Keep Slidell Beautiful, that's two different groups coming together for one specific purpose.
Right, and I wanted to say on that particular items, they're not our items, but we sponsor them, like for Backpack Blessings, we write a grant for it, once a month we work it, Keep Slidell Beautiful, we kind of partner with them, but it's actually their event, so I could see why our logo necessarily wouldn't be up there, but it would be on our calendar.
Well, you could say sponsored by the Rotary Club of
Yeah.
Slidell,
Okay.
without, yeah, 'cause it's not our event.
But are you gonna hyperlink? So like, there might be some things that the Rotary write also that don't necessarily have everything for this particular website. So if you add hyperlinks to every business or every, type of organization that you're promoting, you can, they can find out more. You know, you click on here, click on the hyperlink to find out more things concerned, because there's gonna be only so much of stuff that you can load on your site to be able to open and display,
Right.
you know.
And that's how we
Here's
want it
what's-
to flow to.
Yeah, right. I think
who
that's
it needs
what
to
you meant
flow
earlier
to.
when you said link it.
Yeah,
It's like hyperlink.
because I can see this as a great asset for people going to the parish government's website or the city government's website as a resource, as a personal resource. With some of the bio link and the 211. I've been in Slidell for 24 years. I never heard of that.
Yes.
So,
And it is so massive, the amount of resources they have on there, and they have 3 full-time individuals that are consistently making sure that everything's up to date. So anything that's on filing, they've got 3 professionals making sure that that's real-time resources that are available.
And some, like this is the, 3rd annual Special Needs Expo coming up on March 26th. They actually had a document, so we can even put the registration documents on there, so that when, if somebody wants to register, they can pull it up and submit it. So yeah, whatever's in there, so then they can fill it out and download it. So it all works, with whatever information we get, we're gonna use it to the full extent. So if there's a link, if say to register, click on this link, that link will be in there. And there is a way on that, the form you were talking about, we didn't go through, it literally says name of your event, date and time, location, any information you wanna give, any documents you wanna upload, what is your website? You know, so, and then it'll email you a copy of it, so you know.
And
when
like
it
she's
is.
saying, I could put a link to our,
If you put a link, you're gonna use it.
okay.
So Friends of Camellia City will have other projects. Our project in the Leadership North Shore umbrella is to make STP Connect there, available, and to spread the awareness of all these resources that are already in our community. Then, once we're out of leadership, we'll, as a board, vote on our next project. And then we'll continue to, as one project's done, to look and vet and see what our next project will be. So once there's enough money to maintain the website, well then, any funds that are raised are gonna go into whatever the next project is.
Any more questions? Thank y'all so much, and I did wanna take the opportunity to thank Rotary for the donation. Thank
You're
y'all so
welcome.
much.
All right, thank y'all, it was a great talk.